All right. Greetings and salutations. Thank you, Jesus. Let me see. All right, greetings. Greetings. Instagram is coming in quick. What's going on? How are you? Greetings, 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 greetings. You all keep coming on in, liking and sharing, liking and sharing, liking and sharing. We are in. It is Wednesday Night Live. So I had a talk with someone, and they was like, oh, you can't get in your feelings and not do your live. You gotta go live. So here I am with my thank you. Miller Time said I look good. I look like fire. Yes, yes, yes. Be encouraged. Y'all say I look great. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Oh, oh, oh. All right. Greetings, Catherine Ingram, Dre Shad, Catherine. I already said that. Brown sugar, baby. Yeah, you know that's how you sing when you don't know the words. Yeah. So let me see how to open it, because you know you just ripped it open. Okay, what time you gonna be done?
10:40.
Okay, so we need to let it sit out. He said the first one, you let it sit out. You put it in the refrigerator. Then you let it sit out and get room temperature. And then you can either put it back in the refrigerator. You itching again. Lord have mercy.
That's okay, because she gonna hook me up.
She gonna do you still got your stuff though, don't you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we'll do that just before you retire for the evening.
Okay, I'm sweeping.
But you know what? If I could trouble you for a little of my wild cherry Pepsi or Ruby.
Oh, you make me sick with them sodas.
I know it. Okay. Well, you want me to have raspberry iced tea, sweet tea?
Yeah.
Lemonade?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now, see, I got you for that.
Whatever. Everybody wants you to be healthy. Something gonna kill us.
But don't let it be this.
All right, y'all. So as everyone is coming in, I had this great talk with the folks. So it looks like I'm gonna get my stuff back. All right. Greetings. Somebody said, "Hey, Marshawn." Who are you saying? Who is Marshawn? You should be saying greetings to me. That's somebody on Diabolical Instagram. They want to come in and speak to the folks before they speak to me. All right, so let's like and share. Please help me with liking and sharing and letting people know that I am on tonight. I didn't put my I didn't moisten my lips. Okay. You know what? I will tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all. The blonde works for me. Okay, the blonde, you know what? I'm just going to go on and say. I'm just going to go on and toot my own horn. You know, it was like, I don't know why I was holding back. I should have been blonde a long time ago. Like, is it, what do they say? What do the drag queens say? Is it giving? Am I giving? And then when they say, am I giving? It's some trans that come up in my feed, and they be saying, am I giving? I be wanting to say death. That's what you serving us is death. But anyway, all right, y'all keep coming in. It is Wednesday Night Live. We got a lot to talk about. We got Candace Owens to talk about. We got this app, Do Not Date Him. Do Not Date Him. The app Do Not Date Him is causing some issues and some marital problems for a number of people. I thought the website had gone away, but it seems like they have graduated it from a website to an actual app. Okay. Now, that's got to be low down because, I mean, how truthful do you think that the app is? How truthful do you think that the app is? Because what if I just didn't like you? You know what I mean? What is thank you. What if I just didn't like you and I just want to hate on you just to be hating on you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, what is the checks and balances that you really had some kind of encounter, some kind of relationship? You don't know if it's just a woman scorn or somebody, thank you, my love, somebody scorn that's just saying, "Oh, I don't like here. I don't like Trey. I don't like Trey. So I'm gonna put Trey on don'tdatehim.com. I mean, or Don't Date Him the app." Uh, I'm everything that I could possibly do, health wise, surgery, pills, shots, you name it. They asked me how did I lose weight. It every diabolical source out there except crack. That's what I did. And some days I was so desperate I damn near did. So, but no, that's how we got it off. I needed a medical intervention. I'm not knocking anybody that did it the real way or the hard way or whatever. It just was not I was a mess. It just wasn't for me. I just, I'm just as you all are coming in, and this is our little pre-show to the show. I was, all of my college years and I mean, I was just fat all the time. Um, y'all remember quarterbacks and huskies, and those were the kind of clothes that I had to wear. I had to wear practically grown men sizes, and then get them tailored because I was still a little kid and still short. And so then it was through that I kind of had lost a little bit at the house, but I was still a big boy at the house. And then graduated and just really started blowing up. Just, it was like just started blowing up. And then, being from a Pentecostal household, we uh uh I am 5'8". I am 5'8". We went to restaurants and we ate as recreation. That was our thing that we did. You go to church, and that was um, um, about all you could do. Well, we weren't supposed to go to the movies. We weren't supposed to do this. We weren't supposed to do that. So then we went, and it was two things that we could do. We could go to the mall, and we could go to restaurants and eat. And so that was the story of my life, and a good part of my existence. So it just stacked on. You know what I mean? It just accumulated, and it was just accumulating. And then when I got I had a fall. Tell y'all what happened. I fell at convocation one year. I fell um, in the Marriott at Convocation. There was this escalator that goes up to the second floor from the lobby and right in front of the restaurant. And they had this like uh, cream colored, caramel colored marble floor. And around or underneath the escalator was this, fountain, this that shot up water or whatever. Well, for whatever reason, that particular day, it was shooting up water and it was splashing on the floor. I'll never forget this. This was the day that Bishop Barnett Thurgood preached the day service. And, us being Kojic, um, I think that was either that was the opening service on that Tuesday or maybe Wednesday or whatever. But, you running because you're excited about seeing people. And I hit that water and I slid from the escalator all the way into the restaurant. And I mean, it was bishops and all kind of Kojic dignitaries jumping up trying to help me up and get me on my feet. I tore my suit, and I mean it was just like it was a bad fall, and it wasn't one of those kind of falls like where people was laughing. It was like people were genuinely concerned. Well, anyway, I'm saying all that to say we the security team and people that came over, they took a statement and all of that stuff that they do when you have an accident at a hotel. And I was teaching. I was a teacher at the time. And so, adrenaline and being embarrassed, I was just like, oh, I want to be through with this and hurry up and get on my feet and get back to business as usual. And so, suffered through it. Well, when I got, once convocation was over with and I got home and back in the classroom, my back would be killing me. Like I could not stand and teach. And I never felt like I could teach effectively sitting down. It's like I need to be able to move. And as I'm doing my lecture, I need to be able to move up and down the aisles and what you got on your lap and who you writing a note and passing a note to. I needed to be able to interact like that. And so anyway, went on uh, and filed a claim. I called the hotel and I said, this is really causing me some problems. And then I got lawyered up and I started going to having these chiropractic visits. And I went to the chiropractic visit, the initial one, I'll never forget. I had this Tommy Hilfiger, like London Glen plaid tweed um, wool blazer and a navy blue Tommy turtleneck and some tweed pants. And I went to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor was down in, I think it was Lovejoy, where her practice is, either Forest Park or Lovejoy or Locust Grove, something like that. Real nice practice. And so she was doing the assessment. And so she said, well, I mean, so you know how the nurses, do, they weigh you and stuff like that. And so this heifer said, well, as an obese man, I'm sure that this fall is. I said, excuse me. What did you? Because I was fat all the time. So I never really like thought about myself as obese. You know what I mean? And let alone somebody saying that I was obese. Like I was like, I wanted to say what did you just say to me? Yeah, and so she was like, yeah, as an obese, you're obese. And I was devastated. I was devastated. Y'all, when she said I was obese, because I had never thought of myself like that. I had never thought of myself fat. Or, I mean, I was fat, but I never thought of myself like as obese. And so I said, obese. I said, you think I'm obese? She said, yeah. She said, you're 327 pounds. You're obese. She said, you're almost twice what your normal weight should be for your age and your height and all that. And I was like, so when I tell you I was outdone, I was totally and completely. I got up at my largest because I lost weight then and then I gained weight. So at my largest, when I had gastric, I was up to a size 52 suit. That was the largest, that was the peak. I was a 52. Now, the majority of my fat days, I was like a 48 regular. But I got up to a 52. I got up to a 52. And then I had I had a stomach, and then I had those handles, those love handles, and then the waist, and it was just like spilling over out of my pants. It was a mess. And so anyway, that's a little bit about my journey. All right. It is time for Wednesday Night Live. I want to thank everyone that is coming in. If you got one of my moderators, y'all don't tell her that I told y'all, but Goddess Fatima is out on a date, y'all. She is out, and she got a man in Cincinnati, and now she out cheating, or she is talking. Anyway, I should be telling it, but anyway, she didn't go out with somebody in Houston. She out on a date. She said she having a little me time, a little girl time. All right, so I told her, I said, don't do nothing I wouldn't do, and if you do, name her William. That stuff. It ain't good unless you give a little bit away. Y'all know I'm celibate. I sell a little bit and I give a little bit away. So I said I can't. I can't hate on you. And then plus I had already said, because I was kind of mad yesterday, so I said I wasn't gonna come on. But anyway, so Goddess Fatima is here, but we got Trey. Trey is here holding it down. What's up, Trey? What's up, nigga? He ain't saying nothing. Trey is just like, yeah, he's my constant, my stone face. He knows I love my folks. I love my team. I'm hell to deal with. Larry was texting me about that this morning. He was like, Larry gonna tell me, you're almost perfect. He was like, you're so intelligent and you're so talented, but you are B-I-B-I-B-I. And I was like, what? He was like, yes. And so anyway, so he was saying that that I went off on one of his people. I didn't go off. I did not. And so anyway, so he was like, Larry said Larry told me I need to stop by SHIT. I said, Larry, he said, you need to cut your shiznit. I said, what? Anyway, so but Trey, he deals with me. He was telling, who was that you was telling that that you gotta have some tough skin to work and deal with it. I ain't for the weak at heart. Mm-mm. I really wanted Pepsi, and she brought me raspberry lemonade. All right, so we got a lot to talk about tonight. I'm gonna probably just do a short show. Um, all right, you see on the ticker tape, and you see it in my name. The ways to give: we have Cash App, we have Zelle, we have PayPal, and we have PayPal, and we have Vima, or Vimo, or Vimo, or however you say it. So we have all of those ways to give. Trey, do you moderate over on do you moderate over on Instagram too, or just Fatima? Yeah, my text messages, I guess I had hit the record button and it has been dictating my whole intro. Can you believe that? Oh, I gotta hurry up and delete this and turn this off. It is dictating the whole entire intro. How diabolical is that? Okay. All right. So we have a lot to discuss. All right. So now this, I guess, is just now getting around. I guess it's just now getting around that the guy Josh. Did y'all know last night when we talked about him? Did y'all know that he sang for Ricky Dillard? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that boy sang for Ricky Dillard? Oh, Wingman definitely. He said, "I'm." Trey make me sick. He could say, "I'm definitely not for the weak." Shut up. All right, everyone. Definitely like, share. Let everyone know. Come on. Let everyone know that I am on. And that we are watching is. Oh, okay. So we got to see. Uh, okay. All right. He says no, he's not on Instagram. He's just on Facebook. So we have posted, come on in. We have posted the ways to give, all of that. Whoever leads off tonight, I went to that guy's live recording. Oh, okay. I went to that guy's live recording. You went to whose live recording? Oh, okay. So you went to Josh recorded an album in 2022. Do you not? Where was your Holy Ghost at? Do you not feel bad that you went to somebody, like, you didn't pick up something in the Holy Ghost, that it was something not right? I bet you bought a ticket to go to that boy's recording, huh? Did you buy a ticket to go? He went to Joshua's recording. Well, I guess he's going to record his next album from a prison cell, because he's going to have a jailhouse ministry. He said, I went to that guy's live recording around this time in 2022, shaking my head. You ought to be shaking your head. You ought to be praying for a spirit of discernment. The Bible says the wages of sin is yet death. I just don't understand why people want to do something with children. Like, why would you want to have You know what I'm saying? Like kids don't even know. Like you just now getting in as an adult, you just now getting in your groove, right? Ain't that right, Trey? Ain't you just now kind of like getting in your groove of, I move this way, I can swag, I can beat it up like this, I can flip it down. What is it? What did they say?
Flip it up, rub it down. Oh, no.
Yeah, on all. Yeah, but you just now getting progressed to that kind of state. Okay. You're just now getting, you getting you're progressing. You don't want who want to begin. Okay, we got a request. Who is this is requesting to come up? Okay, Mary Faison. Who is Mary Faison? Mary, who are you? I don't know you like that to be bringing you. So I don't get the whole thing with I don't get the whole thing with kids. Like I really don't get that. I don't understand why an adult person um um wants to participate in some kind of, you know, sexual act with a young person. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. We certainly don't condone it. We think it's, just very, very bad, very, very much in poor taste. Okay, Josh, yes, he recorded it where Rehab used to have church on Tilson. Oh, he had a recording in Atlanta? Is that right? Oh, well, there you go, right there. He was over there with Courtney Jones. Or did he just rent Courtney Jones' church? Okay. Mm, it's so sad. Okay, let me see here. Did y'all see my Instagram? Wow. Wow. So, I mean, what can we say? What do we say to these things? I just, I want us to get to a place where like all of this is somewhat over with, like where some of this stuff is just like done away with. I mean, this should be a safe Church should be a safe environment for young people. School should be a safe environment, and not just, not I mean, I don't know, y'all. It really makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad because I'm trying to figure out like how I I don't get the psychological and emotional place that these people are in. That, like, how do you get up and you're in front of people, in front of thousands of people like that, running around the country singing about a Jesus that you don't know, and you're seducing kids? All right, we have led off tonight with $15. If everyone can match the 15 on the ways to give, we thank God for the person and by the name of Lawrence. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you so very much. So Lawrence is led out with 15. If everyone can do $15 to match him, or do whatever it is that you can or that you feel so inclined and led of the Lord to do. All right. I mean, I would feel that's okay. That's just like me. That's like me. I've been talking and, sharing the tea on church and church people for all these years. And then I was running around doing something diabolical. Yeah, I mean, I just like, what is going on with you psychologically, mentally, emotionally, that would have you in a place where you are trying to usher people to Christ and doing music, and you're so far away from him at the same time? And then what is going on with us that we're making it feel like it's okay for people to live and behave in such a manner? Like, what are we doing? What are we contributing to? How are we contributing to it, to create an environment and create a space that allows people to think that that kind of behavior is okay? We had a guy on that was on Instagram, I think last night, that was talking about, well, the Lord forgives. Are you crazy? Yeah, he forgives. Yeah, he forgives, but you're going to be punished. Yeah, he forgives, but you're getting ready to go through. That don't make it okay. All right, brandologist. Who is brandologist? It seems like I know them. He says, I know him personally, tragic, but not really shocked. Oh my gosh, brandologist, I need you to come up. Will you come up? Would you be willing to come up? And did you ever see that? Was it ever a sign that your friend and somebody that you knew personally was a molester? Did you ever get any kind of indication that something may have been off? Like, I just think somebody should have the Holy Ghost. Like, something should be telling you, I don't know. But and I know that that sounds judgmental because somebody could probably be saying that about a Will. Oh, Will got blonde hair. Oh, Will is eccentric. But I don't know. It just seems like it's something that would indicate to you that children are not safe. And then I'm trying to figure out, like, how do you buy weed and you're smoking weed with a kid, with a minor? Like, we're doing drugs here. Hello, hello. You're doing that because you're trying to get his inhibitions down to a place where you can take advantage to go all the way. Oldest trick in the book. Let me get you high. You know, let me get you high so I can have my way with you. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we, is that what, you know, is that what we're doing? And then you're in an environment where you're working with kids. And then the whole school system is so diseased that it makes school a safe haven for these predators because they just want someone to be able to be in front of the classroom. All right, Alicia says amen. All right, the brandologist says he was not a friend, but an old client. And we have spoken before several times. All right, what kind of client? When you say an old client, what kind of what are you doing? What level of services are you rendering? He's an old client. Oh my. I don't know. The whole thing is just it's a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, it is definitely a lot. It's a lot to digest. It's a lot to, you know, grasp, put your mind around. Well, get on and read his file. Well, I did read it. What are you talking about, Isaiah? I did read it. Oh, okay. The brandologist says that I'm a photographer and a graphic design. Oh, wait a minute. Are you the guy from New York? I mean, from Chicago? I think you're from Chicago, right? Did we have words? I was just trying to make sure you wasn't no content creator or you know, that you. I was just, you said a client. I was like, ooh, what kind of client? What kind of client? He's a graphic designer, photographer. Oh, okay. All right. We praise the Lord. We will hear. Okay. All right. Let's get into tonight's topics. Isaiah is so messy. Isaiah is so messy. The clients. Oh, oh. Isaiah is so messy. Isaiah said he renders service. You know what? I cannot stand you. I cannot stand you, but that's the reason why I'm your uncle, because you, our minds, I think, thinking too much of like a client. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What kind of we gotta define this client? Oh my goodness. No brandologist. I'm just having fun with you. But I think I know who you are. Don't you have dreadlocks? Wait a minute. I want you to come up. Because you have dreadlocks. You promised me. Didn't you? Wasn't you the one you were supposed to give me a ring light? I talked about your pastor. Okay, wait a minute. He said we did converse, Sir William. Excuse me. We did converse, Sir William, and Bishop, uh, along was my pastor and me, and you talked about him. I talked about your pastor. Did I talk about him to his face? What did I say? Who is your pastor? You're the guy with the dreadlocks. You're brown skin. You're from Chicago. Right. Right. And then you was gonna do some stuff for me. And then I don't know. It was like I kind of did I go Diana Ross off on you? I kind of like because I remember something happened and it was like it had pissed me off. Oh, Bishop Long was your bishop. Oh, well, I worked there. I loved him until I found out that what he was doing. And then, the rod of correction. Oh, bless the name of the Lord. We bless God. All right, let's jump into our topics for tonight. Um, Bridget and Emmanuel Macaron are suing Candace Owens for calling his wife a man. All right, you may remember the French president Emmanuel Macron and his wife Bridget. They have filed a defamation of character lawsuit against the conservative podcaster Candace Owens. They sued Owens on Wednesday over claims that she made that the First Lady was born a man. Owens is certainly, as we know, a conservative uh, influencer and podcaster who is best known for her role in the uh, Belvics movement. Y'all remember that? With an encouraged Black America to leave the Democratic Party. All right. Excuse me. In the 22-page complaint that was filed in Delaware Superior Court, the couple asked for unspecified damages from Owens on the harm that she caused the couple. Owens lives in Delaware with her husband George Farmer and their 4 children. Owens made uh, unconfirmed claims that Bridget was born a male but transitioned to a woman. Uh, the Macarons and the Owen, well, at first they ignored uh, what Owens had said and many demands to retract their harmful, or she ignored their demands to retract the harmful statements, but she refused. They said that Owens continued to push her outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fictitious story about Bridget. These claims are uh, uh, extremely false. And Owens knew that they were false when she published them. And according to the complaint, yet she publicized them anyway. And the reason is clear: it is not the pursuit of truth, but the pursuit of fame. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Like, why do they double down? The lawsuit continues that Owens Company are suing Owens and her company for defamation and uh, designed to harass and or that her statements was designed to be painful and harass and uh, the family and to garner attention and notoriety. We gave her every opportunity to back away from these claims, but she refused. It is our earnest hope that this lawsuit will set the record straight and end this campaign of defamation once and for all. Wow. What do you say about that? Now they're suing her. So now the burden of proof is going to be on them. They're going to have to prove that what Candace did has caused irreparable harm. And now y'all remember this is the same French woman that is older than her husband that was seen when his plane was landing here in the States. I think she punched him in the face. And so out of her punching him in the face and wanting to fight, that's kind of where this whole idea about her being anatomically and biologically a man comes from. So, what can we say? Bishop Long was his bishop. Wow. How did you feel? How did you feel when you got wind or when you learned that Bishop Long was that he was a molester? Like how did that resonate for you? You know, how did you process that? To find out your pastor and your bishop is a child molester. Okay. All right, they said she's definitely a woman. Yeah, I just think, I think that a lot of times, just like when I interviewed T.S. Madison over at the I Elevate gala that night, I think that sometimes we as influencers, we can get caught up. The camera's on, the the mic is hot, and the show is rolling, and you start talking, you start talking trash, you start talking junk, and while you um, are talking junk, sometimes stuff come out. Sometimes stuff is said. Sometimes stuff is insinuated, and um, and it can be problematic, especially when you have a big microphone and when you have a large platform and you say something about someone, and then if you have a reputation for being truthful, or if you have a reputation for being accurate, it can be a problem. Okay, let's get into this. Have y'all heard about the app Don't Date Him Girl? It's the new T app, and it's already breaking up marriages. All right, the new app is causing. Let's see here. The new app is causing panic among cheating men everywhere. The new T app is similar to the once popular website Don't Date Him Girl, which exposed cheating men and other scandalous behavior. The app has got the whole city in shambles, said one blue-haired woman in Detroit. The T app is the number one free app in the U.S. Don'tDateHimGirl.com was launched in July of 2005 by the founder Tasha Joseph. Women were able to post photos of cheating men and write anonymous reviews. Oh, about them. When asked about the accuracy of the reviews, Tasha pointed to the site terms and conditions. She also said men could register and respond to the reviews. Despite the website's popularity, Don'tDateHimGirl.com was sued out of existence by Todd Hollis, a Pennsylvania attorney who was the subject of multiple negative reviews by the women that he allegedly dated. But the new T app avoids lawsuits by verifying users' identities before women are allowed to register. Users must verify their identity by providing a driver's license and working phone number. I got the T app. Who y'all looking for and what city? Charging $1 a search. The T app is similar to TikTok, but without the dancing. Women share information about men that they slept with, and they upload his photos. Men who are diagnosed with HIV and other STDs are outed on the T app. One woman said, your ninja might be on here. He might be cheating. He might be giving out that SHIT. Oh, members of the manosphere are rightfully in a panic. One married man who saw himself on the T app reached out to a divorce attorney to discuss his options. This is what worried men are saying about about the app. It's a new game out here, fellas, but be very careful and keep to yourself. More psychos to destroy the black family. All fun and games till somebody gets hurt. Man, if you're cheating, yo, bia, the other bia ain't even supposed to know your real name and who the F you are is letting hoes take pictures of them anyway. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about Facebook or dating the same person or the same page. This SHIT here already number one in the App Store, and it's not good. Oh, all right. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. I mean, okay, so now that you got to verify, but you got some diabolical women out here that may be willing to give their phone number and may be willing to give up their driver's license and still know that something that they're saying or that they're reporting is not totally true and is not totally honest. So it's almost like to the point where you got to, you kind of got to give the man the benefit of the doubt, right? I mean, would anybody would you see, if you saw your man on this app, I mean, how would you react? Ladies, what would you do? You go to the app, you download the app, and you find out your man is on there. What do you do? What reaction do you give? Or do you give a reaction? Do you respond or do you not respond? Like, what do you do? What is the right course of action for something like this? What kind of recourse do you have? Okay, so we have one lady, Ring. She is saying that she's going to investigate. She's going to find out more. Okay, I think that's fair. So you're not going to just take it on its face that it's true. You're and potentially overreact. You're going to do your due diligence and find out what you can about your man. But now this is the thing, because sometimes that person just wasn't for you. You know, and then they go on and they meet somebody else, and they go on to have a wonderful life and wonderful relationship. What do we say to that? It oh, excuse me, it doesn't necessarily mean because you had a negative encounter with me that I'm all bad. I was just bad for you. I was not the right guy for you. You were not the right woman for me. Now, I bet you that it's a number of people on there outing guys. Do y'all think that? Do y'all think it's a number of folks out there that's saying, oh, don't date him, he gay? All right, you're right. But if it's going to end in divorce, I feel uh facts for paperwork purposes. Right, you need facts. But what I'm saying is everyone has had a relationship. You've had relationships before the person that you may presently be with. And that person may have something negative to say about you, but that man came in your life and he was the best thing since sliced bread. He just was not appropriate or the right man for that particular woman. Am I talking right? And just because I wasn't the right person for you doesn't mean that you need to try to go out here and destroy and ruin my life and my reputation and my future in meeting the woman that I really want to be with. But see, I don't think that women are just saying that it's okay that you ain't for each other. You chicks want some retribution. Y'all want some get back. Cause y'all feel some type of way. I see women that have a problem, especially you women that have had babies. You've had a baby by a guy and it did not work out. Be honest. Be honest. It did not work out with you and your baby daddy. And he went on and he married another woman and they are living happily ever after. Tell the truth. It makes you feel some kind of way. And if you tell me you don't, you're lying. And 9 times out of 10, the only reason that you wouldn't be bothered is because you have gotten remarried and you have found the right guy for you anyway. But if you still single and that guy gets married or that guy gets involved in a long-term relationship, you're alive from the pits of hell that you're not feeling some kind of way and feeling like, well, why didn't it work with me and him? Why didn't he like me like he likes her? Why he didn't do for me the things that he does for her. Don't tell me you're not feeling that. You're feeling that. You're feeling that. You are responding and acting on that feeling. Oh, okay. So Isaiah says women don't get that. We treat them based upon what level we place them. You may not get the best version of me. You get what you're worth. Oh, God. Isaiah, do you want to come up? I want Isaiah to come up and talk about this. You get, wow. So, are you saying, Isaiah, that based upon the way that a woman has carried herself, conducted herself, and behaved, that determines how you interact and how you treat her? Oh, wow. Trey says, my Lord. Okay, so now this discussion is getting good. So, ladies, do y'all agree with what Isaiah said? All right, we got over here. A woman should, if a woman is held and okay with who she is, that wouldn't bother her. Okay, what wouldn't bother her? He's saying that he treats and that men treat women based upon how they present themselves. And if you have presented yourself as um as a one night stand, as a jump off, and he's going to treat you like that. Okay, so Ring says that a real woman is going to be okay. I don't think so, Ring. I I'm not buying that. I am not buying that. The only time that I would agree that that can be true is if that woman has found her another man and another relationship and she's okay. Now that's my belief. You okay? We agree. I respect it. I respectfully agree to disagree with you. I believe that women are emotional and sensitive creatures, and it is a direct problem. I will even go beyond to just say, you know, Larry said something on Sunday in his sermons. He said, this statement is for all of the women and the bottoms in the room. Child, when he said that, I wanted to go under them chairs. He said for all of the women and the bottoms in the room. I even think that it works the same for gay men. I think if a gay man is in a relationship with a guy and it does not work, and he goes on, that guy goes on from you and gets in a relationship with somebody else, and it's working and they're successful and they're happy and they get married, you feel some kind of way. You feel inadequate, you feel insecure, you're upset, you have some level of jealousy, some level of animosity. Yeah, you can put on your face and act like, oh, I'm so cool and I'm so all right. But you in the back of your mind thinking, what could I have done differently? Why didn't this work out? What was it about me that was off that I didn't bring the best out of this man and make this man put his best foot forward with me? Why? What is she bringing to the table that I'm not bringing? That he saw fit to marry her. He saw fit to marry him. All right. So, T.L. Meyer says Isaiah's preaching truth. All right. Samantha Sweet says I agree. Isaiah said send the request. Okay, we're gonna send the request. Isaiah's gonna come up, and I think that this is a great discussion. Okay, copy. Okay, I am pasting. Um, I am pasting the link in the chat, and Isaiah and whomever else that wants to join in on the discussion, we will love to have you. All right, Isaiah, it's right in the chat. You can click that link and come up backstage. I think he's saying a solid thing. I think he's speaking truth and truth to power. While we're waiting on Isaiah, there are ways to give. If you like this kind of show, if you like this kind of commentary, and me and what we do over here at Obnoxious Media, you can show your love and your support via Cash App, via Zelle, via PayPal, and Vimo. You can, all those ways we have going that you can show your love and your support. All right. We greatly, greatly, greatly um, uh, appreciate all of you that join and come on and like the show and watch me every night. All right, Kenneth Ross, thank you. Kenneth is coming over uh, from the Thai Squad. Thank you so much. Okay, where did I leave off with the comments? Okay, T.L. Meyer says most women don't understand their value in the dating market. Woo! Woo, that's heavy. Women, do you understand your value add in the dating market? Wow. All right, T.L. Myers goes on to say, well, that's just natural to have those emotions and those questions. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that they have those questions. Isaiah, did you click the link? Did you get the link? Yeah, I think that is you click the link and turn your camera on and we'll be ready. I think he's trying to get himself situated so that he can come up. And anyone else, TL, if you want to drop the link. Oh, there he is. He's up. Let's go. Let's go. We ready. Let's add him to the stage. This is my nephew. Y'all been knowing him for a long time. Hey,
Going
boy.
on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
How are you?
All is well, man. I'm out here getting my little air, taking a walk. I was watching it live, and it's crazy that you just started talking about the T app because somebody put me on the goddamn T app. And I said, "What in the world?" So basically, I'm gonna tell you a little bit of my little story. So I got the screenshots from the girl. They tried to say the girl said, I put her through the couch. I fucked her so good, I put her through the couch. But they said, watch out for him. He rude and disrespectful. He just want to fuck you. And he goes to church. He cover up as DL. I said, DL. I said, let me post this. I'm bold. I posted it to my Instagram. I said, I want all y'all to see this. Is this, y'all think this shit is true? But like you said, it's a lot of scoring women. And they don't want you to be happy. They don't want nobody to have you. So they get to saying this, saying that. And I know who did it. So I messaged her. I said, what the fuck you got going on? She said, what you mean with the smirk, with the emoji smirk? I said, okay, that's that bullshit.
Right.
So,
So she wasn't honest, but you was able to find out because they now require a ID and a telephone number to post somebody.
well, I kind of found out because when I looked back in the recesses of my mind, she said, "Fucked on the couch." I said, "I don't. I go to the bed. I don't go to the couch." But when I looked in the recesses of my mind, I said, "Okay, I know exactly who the girl
Oh,
is."
because
So,
you remember that you screwed her on the couch.
right. She put in the thing. She said he screwed me through the couch.
Well, at least, okay. So you got at least you got some positive out of it. At least she admitted that you screwed her good.
So once I posted to my Instagram for everybody to see, they said, "Yeah, this just seemed like a hater that wanted you, couldn't have you for long." And then yeah, so it wasn't nothing on my back. I wasn't tripping.
Right.
But
So
the element of
it has not, it didn't cause you any serious backlash.
oh no, I'm bold and I like everything to be out there and let people know this ain't who I am. And y'all, if you know me, you know this ain't who I am. First of all, why would I use church as a cover up if I'm going to be DL? Most pastors and people like that do that. They're going to be a pastor and cover up and mess with the boys on the under. I ain't doing none of that. That ain't me. But you know, I screwed you too good. You didn't get no respect. You just got, oh yeah, come on, let's get on right now. That's why I said the element of whatever you bring to the table in the beginning determines how a man is going to treat you. And if you're not
So
cognitive
if
and
and
cautious,
she treated and she came off as a jump off. Hey,
yep.
Thais is in, and shouts out to the members of the Thai squad that's coming in. We are having a good and hot discussion about the T app. The T app, women putting men on the app and exposing them. My nephew, I say, oh God, I'm gonna beat your ass when I come home. Yeah, you
Hey,
on the app. I told you to. I want you to slow down on all that sex and weed. I told you.
hey. You know, she didn't lie though. I put her through the couch. I put her right through the couch. But she did that because there's more to the story. She sent videos to my ex-girlfriend of proof that she was at the house. So it's just an ongoing thing. She's so treacherous.
So she's mad. Okay, so you are also confirming my point that when a guy moves on, women that did not have a successful end with you feel some kind of way when they see that you're happy and with somebody else. I believe that. I
Right,
believe that wholeheartedly.
right. But to touch base on the other thing you said about the cheating, I had cheated on my ex, so when I fucked her at the house on the couch, she got all this extra proof and stuff. So it's just been a treacherous ongoing. I've been single for a long time since then, but it's just I can't get this one off my back.
Why did you bring her to your house? Why you didn't go to her house?
Well, to be honest, it was convenient. She worked in the area. I screwed her at the job. I had her come to the house. And things wasn't cool with me and my girl. I tried to exhaust, let's make things work and, try to really make it work and not just say, hey, let's make it work. And what happened, I got happy one night and I had her come over.
Where was your girlfriend?
She was out in East Oakland because she was doing work. She was doing caregiving, so she had to pick up her daughter, had to do all that stuff. So, I mean, I'm not afraid to say I had my times where, I cheated and I was a little bit treacherous, but I'm not like that no more. I can just say, you know what, this ain't for me no more. Because it's two sides to it. You don't want to make the woman suffer, and then if you're gonna do your own thing, go do your own thing. So I learn from my mistakes. So I have situations where I meet a woman and I decide, okay, this is where I'm gonna place you and this is how I'm gonna treat you. And I had times where I was the cheater and then, you know. So
Okay, so do you have a problem with a woman that screws on the first date?
I don't because you know what? Sometimes you can have sex based off of that strong intellectual conversation that's happened.
Right,
And
that
so
can be sexy too.
yeah, and
You're
that
like,
build up.
I think you should have sex immediately. Because
Why?
no, okay, I'm gonna tell you my theory. I need to have sex with you on the first date. because I need to know if it's going to be a date number 2.
Hmm.
And sex is very critical. And so if you're not good and if we're not sexually compatible, I need to know that. I don't need to invest a whole lot of time and attention in you and find out 3 months down the road that you can't screw.
And you
See,
know
I
what?
need to know that right then.
And see, a lot of women, they make that mistake. They be like, okay, let me take him on this journey. Let me see if he's gonna be the one for me. You done messed up, and now he can't screw you good. He 1 second nut and done. And so yeah, I mean, it be like that. But most of my encounters, because I'm so intellectual and whatnot, I usually screw on the first date, and I let the women know straight off the back. It does not take away. Sometimes it does not take away who you are, because the intellectual part might outweigh the sexual part.
Mm, I
Uh-oh.
tell you, well, you have brought some good, you have shed some good light.
Did it go out?
Boy, I want you to be careful. How are you getting along with your daddy? Oh, he he cut me off. All right, so members of the Thai squad that are coming in, and some of you are asking about. Oh, there he's back. You're asking about the app, the T app. Well, you remember back in '05, there was a website called don'tdatehim.com. Well, don'tdatehim.com has now evolved to the T app, which is the number one app in the app store on um Apple. And so it's an app where you can go on, and now you have to have documentation of your driver's license and a working telephone number. And you can post that a guy is someone that is not good today. And here it is, my nephew Isaiah with his bad ass has definitely wound up a victim on the app,
And see,
and
I
he
thought it
was
was I
telling
thought
us
it was a
about
new
his
app. I
experience.
thought it was a new app. I didn't know it had been around since 2005. So I said, God damn, the app been on 1 second. I'm already on the goddamn app.
The app, well, it wasn't an app then, it was a website. And it was a website, and the founder of the website got sued. A guy
Mm.
sued her, and I think for the most part it went defunct. And
Uh,
now they have resurged it, and they did these improvements to it where if you do say something or do put somebody out there, you can definitely track it back to who did it, like how you did.
uh,
And you
uh.
are able to log in, and you was able to respond and give your point of view.
So they been
So
doing. That's kind of like how you been doing your blogging thing, and then kind of when social media came a little bit more popular, that's when they found out who you was. But you already been doing this in the newspapers and everything. These people don't know.
exactly, exactly. A lot of people, because people can't write, so a lot of people started being able to just click on their camera and be able to talk about stuff. Where I was writing and getting facts and doing research and stuff like that. Well, man,
And
behave.
last thing, so remember that boy that got into that scandal with that I don't I'm gonna just say last name Bingham. That boy that got in that scandal in Oakland, Adrian.
Brian Bingham,
But and the boy Adrian who's in the scandal with.
right?
Now I'm not speaking on
Did
Brian.
Brian ever come out the closet?
I'm not speaking on him. He's a cool dude. That's not what I was trying to talk about. I
Okay.
didn't know. So that boy CJ, he goes to my dad's church. He directs the choir. But I was at church at the Lady of the Valley one night, and his friend Adrian, the boy that was in the scandal, was there, and they all looking at me. I'm like, why they keep looking at me? Like, I'm in the in crowd. Don't nobody ever give me no type of BS. This nigga, he was in the scandal, putting all the pastors in, all that. I said, I'll be damned.
So they was there because you remember he was the boy was over at Joseph Simmons' church.
Yep, he actually, to be honest, Adrian's a friend of mine now. After all that, the scandal, because I can look past your flaws. So I just talked to him the other day. He's not at Simmons Church no more because I guess I don't know no inside information. I don't have nothing to say, so I can't say allegedly, but it's just not working out. So he ain't gonna have nobody no more. He just run through musicians.
Joseph, does Joseph have any members over there anymore?
He got his faithful few, probably like about a good 35 in there.
And that used to be the spot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you remember he got jumped on down there by Lake Mary because he was trying to go with those men. Are you smoking a joint on my live?
Oh yeah, that basigo koto bashaka. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Y'all see, y'all see, y'all see, y'all see, y'all see why I don't have children. Because you see how bad my nephew is.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm reaching the glory.
you say what?
I'm reaching the glory. The glory cloud. Yes, sir.
You and your herb, at least it's legal at home.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. But it was good talking. Yeah,
It
everything you
was
said
good.
is
Thank you
right.
for sharing your story and your experience. I
I got
love
to
you,
sow a
boy.
seed.
Be good. And
Love you
how
too.
is things with you and your daddy? Are you doing better?
Everything is good. Everything is solid. I love my dad. We just trying to. I don't want to speak too much on that. I think he talked to you, but that bitch Pinky, we gonna get her together. We're gonna get her ass together. But all is well. It was good talking to you.
It's good talking to you.
Yep. I'm gonna have to
Give
sow
my
me a
love
seed
to your
tonight.
mom and your dad and the fam.
Is the cash app on there? I'm gonna have to sow a seed tonight.
Yes, it's right there underneath my name. You see?
Oh, okay. I think yep, I see it. It's all good.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Love you, boy. My nephew. We Thai squad. That's my one of my adopted nephews from Oakland. Watched him from a little boy grow up. They said I they said I am wow. So anyway, he has been put on the T app. So this is I mean, Derek is laughing. You really don't have to have sex with a person to find out if you're sexually compatible. Okay, CL, would you please explain? Uh, Bees on Mars says the way STIs are set up. Well, you just have to. Who said that you was having sex unprotected? Okay, Ty had church at the evening service tonight. Did he? All right. Where did Ty go? Is Ty is Ty still here? William, you're around. Eating chicken and licking my fingers from the earlier service. All right, so it was what this was church night tonight with Ty. Hey man, how you doing? How you doing? I think I had someone on. I didn't want you to think that I ignored you last night. I had the guy from the school board who also happened to be an attorney, and he was given some good insight. And before I got a chance to kind of um, wrap things up with him, you was tired and had gone on in. So that's the thing about the app. I want CL to explain to me, how do you uh how oh good. Thank you, my brother. How do you know that you're not sexually compatible if you don't have sex? Like, how do you know that? You've got to do it. You got to do it. Now, see, CL, I can't. Do you have good sex? Can you screw? Because see, it seemed like to me only somebody that don't really screw good. And practice make perfect. Yeah, you got to. You got to find out. Like I got to find out if I'm compatible with you. Like I don't you come on, Sarah, ladies, can I get some reinforcement? Can I get some people to back me up? And all right. All right. Jared Gerard has sent 725. Thank you, my brother. I thank you. All right. If everyone can follow suit, we would be good. Love y'all very, very much and need and appreciate your support. So I just, I don't know. I think that this app is kind of serious. I think that he sold 723 because it's 723. I got that. I like that. I think the app is kind of serious. I think the app is kind of serious, and I think it has, you know, um, um, very serious or potential um, to have uh, some serious repercussions. Um, all right, Mama Braxton said you busting it open and spreading it. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to go on and open it up. Go on and open it up. Let's see. Let's see if you got any equipment to deal with and to work with. And I'm just saying. How you gonna know if you don't find out? How you gonna know if you if you don't if you don't take the time to find out? Now, this is serious. So Keisha Knorr, who married Gucci Man, she says that all Gucci Man is required to do. Gucci Man's wife, Keisha Knorr, says that all her man is required to do is shower because she takes care of everything else. Right. Diana Ross did say that. How loose are we talking? And I love Diana when she said, well, Barbara, how much money does Mary want? I love Diana Ross. Okay, Keisha, who looks unrecognizable these days because of, I guess some recent surgeries. The reality with the king, she shares secrets about the success of her marriage. I don't think any other women could have been with Gucci but me. She said with confidence, I am very stern. I am very respectful to my man. I am very submissive, but I also don't take crap, she explained. She is 40 and Gucci Man is 45. He respects her because she's not a yes woman. I treat Gucci so good. Now, I still cook for him. The only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else. Keisha told Carlos King she does everything for Gucci, not because she has to, but because she wants to. Uh, also, Gucci and Keisha tied the knot back in 2017. They welcomed their son, Ice Davis, in December of 2020, and their daughter named Iceland Davis in February of 2023. Keisha has 3 grown children who she keeps out of the limelight. Gucci also has a son, Keithon, that is 18 by his ex, which is um, some of the, we can go back, I think, and you can look at Carlos King's podcast and see some of the interview. When we found out, I kind of felt some kind of way about Keisha when we found out that she had kind of come from, I think it was Jamaica, and she came to America. She left her kids over with her mother and came here to chase the American dream. And so it kind of just didn't feel so nice. All right. Uh, okay. All right. Ty says he doesn't deal with Gucci anymore because he didn't even go see his mother when she was on her uh on when she was on her deathbed. Oh wow. Well, what was his reasons for that? I thought he had some really uh um I thought he had some really strong reasons. Now, Kelly Rowland didn't take good care of her mother. Kelly Rowland didn't, you know. So I don't know. Sometimes when you start dealing with that home mother child element, sometimes there's some serious unresolved issues. It can be some serious unresolved things that won't allow you to fake it, won't allow you to show up, won't just will not allow you to step out of the confines of yourself and do it. I don't know. I think I somewhat understand that. I do. I think I really do. I think I really understand how people, and especially from their childhood, can be really emotional, very hurt, very, very upset, and in death still can't get past it, and it can just be bad. I'm just wondering, is all of this required for Keisha to be able to keep Gucci? You know what I mean? Like, does she have to do this to be able to um keep him? If she wasn't coddling him, if she wasn't, really, tending to him in the manner in which she is, would she, would he be with her? Would he be with her? Do you want to be with someone that where they're taking the lead, they're in charge, I don't have to worry, it's gonna be done, it's gonna be taken care of? That gotta be kind of cool sometimes. I'm just saying. Shout out to Dr. Jonathan Davis. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. I thought Kelly Rowland's mom wasn't involved in her upbringing. So, okay. Okay, you said it was very Kelly Rowland energy. Yeah, I mean, it was bad. Kelly Rowland's mother was a member of Paul Martin's brother church. She was a member of New Beginnings. She lived, and Bishop Jimmy Martin paid her rent. she was like, she was living in an assisted, living place for the elderly. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. It was definitely that. It was definitely bad. Um, and that's a tough one because in the deaf, you I guess you don't put on the face. You're hurt, you're in pain, and maybe you feel like, why should you? Now, I liked Tyler when Tyler said that, his father did all those things, all those abusive things to him. And he said when he had a talk with his father said, um, I should have kicked your ass more and you might have would have been president. Y'all remember that when he said that, when he revealed that on that interview? I think he revealed that to Oprah. That he said that yeah, and I mean, he said if my kicking your ass got you to this point and this level of success, I should have kicked it a little bit more, and you might have would have been president. I mean, that was like that was a very vicious comeback. Like, I mean, who even thinks to go to that level, to stoop to that level, to be even able to say, to even articulate something of that manner out of your mouth? Right, right. Very, very, as Ty says, very Joe Jackson energy. Yeah, yeah. Very, very Joe Jackson energy. You know. So, it's very interesting. I think that children, and especially parents, you should be a part of your child's life. And men that get with women and you raise another man's kids and you leave your kids with your ex and they're over on another side of town in another city, another state, and somebody that does not have your blood type running through their veins is getting more love, more affection, more time and attention from you than your own biological children. It is terrible, and you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. All right, we're going on right at a 90-minute mark. All right, I need everyone. Is there anyone else that is willing to share some love tonight? Last night we didn't do good, and we're not doing good tonight. Do I have anybody? Do I have any people that are willing to share and show your love and your support on tonight? Anybody? Tanya, Gerard, we thank you for you have already sowed your seed. Is there anybody else? Dr. Jonathan Davis, anybody else that any of you over on Instagram? Any lottie dottie, anybody? Love for you to um, show your love and your support. Do you have anybody? I don't know if I agree with this. I don't know. I was a little bit disappointed when I heard that Tyson Beckford said this. Tyson Beckford is saying that karma has hit Wendy Williams really hard. Tyson Beckford, who is 54, says karma hit Wendy Williams because she gossiped too much about him and other celebrities. Um, Wendy at 61, as you know, lost her talk show and was diagnosed with primal progressive aphasia and terminal dementia. A judge appointed a guardianship over her when a family member withdrew large amounts of money from her Wells Fargo bank account. Wendy is currently um, went fighting um, the battle uh, to her guardianship to reclaim her independent life. In January, she fired her court appointed attorney and hired a new lawyer to help her get out of her guardianship. All right, thank you. My brother Ty has did $10.24. Ty Squad, can y'all follow your leader and show your support like my brother Ty? $10.24. During a recent appearance on the Breakfast Club, Tyson said Wendy's misfortunes were karma for gossiping about him and others. Rumors spread that Tyson and a former underwear model she said, was gay. Tyson claims Wendy started the rumor that he was gay or bisexual. She's not around no more, not on the radio no more. And that one started and she's the one that started the rumor. He said, I don't know why she started that rumor on me, but you know what? Karma hit her ass. Good for you, Tyson said in a reference to Wendy. Her karma has come to her. You're talking about people's business, making up stuff, Tyson said. Breakfast Club co-host Charlamagne was Wendy's co-host on the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS at the time when the rumors about Tyson were spread. So, I don't know if I believe that. Do y'all believe that God is the big boogeyman in the sky and that uh that that he's smiting down and getting back at people for things? I don't know if that's God. I don't know if that's how he moves and operates, because if that is, it's a lot of things that people are deserving that they don't get. Does that make sense to you? Does anybody else feel that way or feel differently? Thank you, LaFrance Tolliver. Thank you. Does anyone else feel that way? That that God is getting you back or paying you back when we see some of these things happen to people? Because good things happen, bad things happen to good people. You know, I don't believe that. So, because what did Malcolm Jamal Warner do? He was a good guy. she said she said that Tyson was digging Derek Jeter out on the rooftop in New York. I remember that, and I do remember that. Oh, poor Wendy. Poor Wendy. $62 and we'll have a great night. $62. See, only $62 away. Is there anyone? Anyone? We're only $62 away. That is so close. Am I talking right? I you know, I just don't believe that the Lord operates like that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that, you know, I don't know if I believe that. I don't. Now I do know that there's a sowing and there's a reaping, and but I just, and then why isn't it somebody talking about her? Why is it got to be her health as the payback? Now maybe if it was, the same apple for an apple. Sometimes you reap in this life or the next. The punishment can fall on your children. You just never know. One gets away. Wow. Okay. All right. I like this. Ty says you reap what you sow, but God just don't get people back because you want them to suffer. Tyson is bringing attention to the story of what Wendy said about him. Now he's doing it to himself. Well, I think that people can say some stuff, and it can be very hurtful, and it can be, unresolved things. All right. Greetings. Raquel Ross, greetings to you over on Instagram. Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right. So, Ty, you are you ready? You gonna add some insight for this last 15 minutes? Because I don't know. I mean, in that case, do are because we talk and we shed light on unfortunate things that have happened, we all have our reasons and our own levels of conviction for why we discuss some of the things that we discuss or we bring light to them. But do you think that the Lord is just really sitting back and sitting there wanting us to punish us and wanting us to go through and wanting us to suffer? Scripture says he reigns on the just as well as the unjust. None can drift from the blessing or the discipline. Mm. All right. Thank you, TJ Hill. Thank you for, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Thank you to our anonymous giver. Thank you. I apologize. I really do. I apologize. I know some people want to, the Bible says to give in secret. Ooh, Shay. And he'll reward you openly. Oh, that's what it says. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I necessarily agree. I believe. Now this is my own hypothesis. I think Wendy was I think Wendy already was dealing with some very serious health challenges. Okay. But I think that, in my opinion, that she eternalized the heartache, the pain, and the suffering from her ex betraying her. Like, I really believe that the way that it seemed like her and Kevin's relationship was described, I think she was kind of okay with him having his side chicks. I think it became a problem, and a very, very serious problem, once it was a child involved. Because see, now I can't hide the speculation. I can't hide the talk. I can't hide the whispers. There is irrefutable proof that this is transpired, that this is going on. And I think that I think it sent her into a tailspin, and had a very serious effect on her psychologically, emotionally, and it made her physically ill. It rushed up her blood pressure. It sent her body into a tailspin. Now that's what I believe. That's what I believe happened. Now they may say it was some other things or whatever, but I just, and then the guardianship. Yeah, I mean, you have your son, you know, you have your son giving his daddy um big lumps, big hunks and chunks of your money. So I mean, what does the court do with that? I think that just as we were saying, I believe I believe that women have a problem when they see their ex able to move on. I think that that's a problem for them. Your ex has moved on. You had a child by this guy. You was in love with this guy. You liked this guy a lot, and it didn't work for you and he. And he has moved on, and he found another woman, and they have a wonderful relationship, and they get married, and they rear a family. And I just don't believe that you don't feel some kind of way. I just don't believe that doesn't resonate with you to some in some capacity. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for once. I believe that women, when those things happen, I believe that they are sensitive and emotional creatures, and it psychologically and emotionally bothers you. And the time that it doesn't bother you, or the time that it doesn't, I believe now, had Wendy had a relationship, had Wendy had a relationship, it probably would not have taken the toll. Had she had a man that she was curled up with, holding, that was the love of her life, I don't think she would have. I don't think that it would have had the effect on her physical body that it has. I don't. I don't. I think she got physically ill. I think her high blood pressure went into her. Just think about it. You get emotional, you get upset. They'll tell you, calm down. We're about to take your blood pressure. It's time for you to calm down. You get upset. You get emotional. You get mad. You want some retribution. You want some get back. All of that. You want all of that. And she internalized it, and it made her it made her ill. All right. I'm just looking at 50. What is it? What did I say? 55. I'm looking at 55 more. Just 55 more dollars. Is there anybody? We have been on almost 2 hours. I think we have had an excellent show. An excellent show on tonight. And Oh, wow. All right, y'all. I'm going to probably have to go see my friend in Arkansas. He's been on dialysis for 20 years. And he is back in the hospital and just had a procedure. So you all be praying for my friend and brother Mark Dodd. Mark Dodd has renal failure. Found out, I think, our sophomore year at the house. And it has been a struggle. But we yet know that the Lord is well able. Am I talking right? We know that he's a healer. We know that he's a deliverer. Come on here. He's a way maker. He can bring you out. He can raise you up. I didn't think I was gonna get up. And so recently we really have been concerned because he had recently in one of his dialysis treatments coded. And it took him 45 minutes or so to bring him back, but God saw fit. God saw fit. Don't we thank God for a bring it back kind of anointing? Thank the Lord. I thank God that he rose me up 3 times on 3 different occasions when the doctors had given me up and said that I would not make it, that it would be impossible. I was sepsis. I had gone into sepsis and my organs were shutting down, but I knew that God was able. I just, I laid there in that bed for almost over almost 6 months, and he got me up. He got me up. I know that he's a healer. I don't know who's in here. I don't want to go into the vein. I don't know who's in here that's sick, but I come against it's not the will of the Lord for us to be ill. It's not his will for you to be on Medicaid. I'm just I don't I haven't gone into that vein in some time, and I don't want to. I would have gotta keep it middle of the road. And today was Wednesday. I been should have done my prayer and prophecy this morning, but I know that he's able. He can touch your body. Do I have anybody else that can bear witness? Did he touch you? Did he heal you? Come on here. It's something different about a person's relationship with God and the invisible when you have almost been at death's door. You have a whole nother kind of situation. You have a new enlightenment and a new understanding. And your faith is what the Bible said, pray that my faith fail me not. Oh, thank you, Jesus. So I'm yet praying for my friend. Amen. Any of y'all have, the Bible says, he that have friends must first show themselves friendly. We need to be praying. Those of you that know the words of prayer and that you know that you have a relationship with God, that you know, come on here, that you know him. I want you to call his name out. His name is Mark Dodd, and he needs the Lord to touch his body. He needs God to touch him. And one of the last times I saw him, he just was in tears. He was just so overwhelmed from the amount of scars all on his torso, all on his body from the different surgeries and from finding different places to put the shunts for the But I told him as he laid there and cried, I told him, I said, but you yet here. You yet on this side. He yet has a need and use for you. I don't hear nobody. I don't know if anybody is a witness, but I know him. I know him. I've been down 3 times. I've been down 3 times. I've been so sick where you couldn't even control your bowels. You just went. Oh, y'all don't like that kind of talking. Oh, it's more to me than a pretty face, baby. I've had an encounter with him. Y'all, I'm going to go on. If there's anybody else, we were, I was just, what is it? Just $50 short of our goal for tonight. If there's anybody else, but I want to get off before it gets too late because I do want to call him and have a word of prayer with him, and before he retires for the night. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the person that's praying over on Instagram. Thank you. Thank you. Ty is a witness. He knows. All right, y'all. So anyway, we'll be back. Thank y'all for hanging out with me on tonight. I thought we had a great show. Isaiah is a mess. Isaiah is a mess. I think I hit pretty much all of the topics that I wanted to hit. We found out that Josh sings with Ricky Dillard, and let me see, what else did I want to talk about that I may or may not have touched on. Let me just I wanted Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Netflix is not going to bring back their $100 million reality show. They have been canceled. Also, I was really excited that President Obama has finally stood up and fired back shots to Trump and his allegation. I thought it was very, very much needed for this whole situation. Still more information. I will say this. I will say this. I where I am wounded in my spirit and saddened, deeply saddened by the loss of Malcolm Jamal Warner, I yet rejoice that it was no foul play in his death. I yet thank God. I yet thank God that it's not something negative that is cast over his name. Amen. That even in death, that the Lord protected him and covered him. And so, y'all, I didn't get a chance to touch on this. They are saying that Will Smith is going broke. Can y'all believe that? That Will Smith, yeah, they said testify, apostle. Listen, let me tell you something. I know him for myself. Like that woman said, I know him for myself. I don't know about shy. Yeah, hey. She said, I know him for myself. I know him for myself. You can't make me doubt him. I know too much about him. I know that he touched me. He was wounded for my transgressions. He was bruised for my iniquities. The chastisement of my peace was upon him. I'm not going to start, y'all. I am not. Come on here. But I know him as a way maker. See, I know what it means. I know what it means to wake up and be so sick you don't know night from day. To wake up and find out it was 4:00 in the morning and you was thinking it was 4:00 in the afternoon. I know what that means. I know what it means to be so sick you don't know night from day. I know what it means to be so sick that a lot of frivolous things don't even matter, not even important anymore. Oh, I know them for myself. All right, y'all. I feel myself getting worked up. I guess hopefully we'll get that other 50 in the replay. And I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I want everyone, all of you, to keep my friend Mark in your thoughts and prayers. Uh, Being on dialysis and having to go three times a week and watch your blood move out of your body and go through a machine and then re-enter your body, and then the level of infections that they get from all of those shunts and all of those wounds, um, from those deep needles and what have you. It's a lot to go through. All right, y'all. But God is yet able. Okay. Thank y'all for joining me. Hit me up. Make sure those of you that I think we had 200 or so. We only had 85 likes. If we could just get at least a half of that, for you all to go back and hit the like button. That is that would be really, really great. Okay. I thank y'all. I appreciate you. I'm signing out.